Hello, I'm Rachel. I'm a play therapist, and today we're going to talk about 3 ways to help your anxious child. So let's get on with it. Okay, so first of all, let me say that anxiety, there are so many reasons, underlying reasons that anxiety might be there. So I would encourage you to fully explore those, seek professional help. Of course, I would recommend play therapy, and that's not just because I'm biased, though I am. It's because anxiety, those bodily sensations when you feel anxiety, when they're stuck in anxiety, in terms of the neurobiology, it's really, really hard to verbalize, to talk. Like all your resources in your brain, the blood supply, the oxygen, are going into fight or flight mode. So your neocortex, your higher thinking, where your language is, and cognitive reasoning, they are the upstairs brain, let's say. And the downstairs brain is getting all the resources. It can't really talk to the upstairs brain very often with children. That's something that we work on in play therapy. So you've got your play therapist sorted out for your child. There are ways that you can help support them at home or in school. So number one is observe your child out loud. So watch your child when they're in distress with an open curiosity. It's really hard because it's so hard to see our loved ones or a child that we really care about in the classroom struggling, but try to just keep an open curiosity, keep yourself grounded, and try and listen into what they're saying and also what their body is doing. So you can make simple observations out loud, such as, I can see your shoulders are getting tight, or reflecting back what they say to you. Mummy, I can't do it, it's too scary. You could reflect with, you're feeling like it's too scary to do it. So you're not solving the problem for them, but you're acting like a mirror, really. You're just acting like a mirror so they can see themselves, so they know that they're not alone. So it really helps them feel seen and important, and they're getting your attention, and they're getting that self-awareness, which is so important. And they're understanding that these feelings, these bodily sensations that they're feeling, they're not just in their head, that someone else can see them. It is real, it is happening. And it's not that they're broken, it's that someone else can get them. And that means perhaps we all share this, which we do, of course. Number two, give anxiety, that feeling that you can say to them, the feeling that you're getting, give it a colour and a name. So if you can see your child's getting another wave of anxiety or a panic attack, their eyes widen, their shoulders tense up, the jaw clenches, and they might even make like little fists, something like that. These are things to look out for. Or maybe it looks like they're about to run, they're getting into that flight mode. Stop and observe them out loud, again, step one, and then ask them where they feel this in their body. So they might feel something in their chest, like their heart beating faster or breathing more shallowly in their chest. And if they could give that feeling a name, what would it be? Maybe it could be Mr. Fuzzies or Mr. Pound Pound or Mrs. Fuzzies, whatever. Mr. Flutter Pom Pom is one. Just a silly name. Then it immediately, once you can name it, you can tame it. That's like saying they can feel like they're more empowered and that they can observe themselves. And they can also give them a telling off, like, would you just stop that, Mr. Flutter Pom Pom? Like, I can hear you. I know you're worried, but I'm okay. I'm looking around. I can see that these are things in order. So why do this? It makes the feelings and sensations associated with anxiety more concrete, especially if they draw it out or make something out of it. They can see it as something that's not just inside themselves, they can put it out there and they can observe it better when they're not in that state of panic. They can later look at it and be like, you know what? And they can have a conversation with it. So it helps prevent them internalizing it, which if they internalize these things, they can feel that maybe that they're broken and that they're just too overwhelming, that they can't deal with it. When you externalize it, it just becomes more concrete and more manageable. This is also good for adults. If you're suffering from anxiety, do it. Have a conversation with your little anxiety model or your anxiety picture. And then number three is a classic, which is belly breathing. This has been getting more and more attention, which is great. There was actually a great Sesame Street song about belly breathing. I'll try and put the link for that if my technology skills allow. But So when you fully breathe, you should actually fill your lungs so much so that the diaphragm extends, and this causes your tummy to pop out. So yoga teachers and therapists alike, they often call this belly breathing. And very often we'll breathe just shallowly in our chest, especially when we're on the go, when we're like trying to get things done, but also when we're feeling anxiety. When anxiety takes over, when panic attacks happen, it's all very shallow breathing. It can feel hard to get enough oxygen in there, and we're using up so much oxygen. So the great thing about breathing is it's one of the things that we have non-conscious and conscious control over. So it reflects both kinds of systems. So it's like a switch. You can help switch your state by, if you can consciously control your breathing, you can switch your nervous system, which is wonderful. So breathe slowly and deeply through your nose. So when you breathe through your nose, it helps pace your breathing so that you're not just gasping in. So you breathe in through your nose, and you can put your hand on your tummy, and you can feel it pop out. And then breathe out. Fully emptying your stomach and your lungs. You can do that through the mouth, the breathing out, or through the nose. And if you emphasize the exhale, it will create more of a relaxed bodily state, nervous system. So a great way to do this with kids is to get them lying down, or to get their hands on their tummy. Get a toy. If they're lying down, get a toy on their tummy so they can see the tummy rise up and rise down and go down. Rise up and down. And they'll probably do it quickly to start off with. That's normal, that's fine. And then you can encourage them, okay, now try and do it a bit slower. And the more they practice this, the more it'll become a habit. So it's a great thing to do, not just necessarily in the moment, but I would first of all actually encourage you to do it when they're already relaxed, maybe like after bath time, or just a time when they're maybe cuddling up with you, or it's some kind of safe time. Then you can practice breathing into your belly. And of course, modeling it yourself is brilliant. I've just had another thing. Yeah, so if you can also get your child to put their head on your tummy, and then you lift up their head, and they can feel hear all the gurgling in your tummy, and then you can do it in reverse. That's quite a nice modification for that. So that's the three main ways. Not the three main ways, 3 ways. I've got loads more, so I'll do that in another video because I think this might be getting too long. But anyway, I hope you liked this. I hope it's helpful. And if you did, please click like. And don't miss out on future episodes. Make sure you subscribe by clicking the red button. Have a great day. I'll see you next week. Take care. Don't forget to play.